Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, what if this just didn't exist? Like, what if you woke up tomorrow and money was just gone? Poof. Every dollar, every euro, every crypto wallet, wiped. No cash, no cards, no digital transfers, nothing. Sounds like a dream, right? No rent, no student loans, no watching your savings slowly cry in the corner. But here's the thing. It would also be an absolute nightmare. And today, we're going to figure out exactly how bad things would get. And maybe, just maybe, whether there's a world on the other side of the chaos that's kind of interesting. All right, it's Monday morning. You wake up. Money is gone. First thing you'd probably notice? Nothing. Seriously. You'd make your coffee, check your phone, and then maybe try to buy something. And that's when the panic starts. Your card doesn't work. The app crashes. ATMs are just big metal paperweights now. The cashier at your local cafe is staring at you like you've just tried to pay with a drawing of a duck. Within hours, things get weird fast. Supermarkets? Chaos. People start grabbing stuff because, well, if it's free, why not? Store owners either give things away out of goodwill or lock the doors entirely. Gas stations close, online shopping platforms crash or go dark. The stock market doesn't just crash, it ceases to exist. There's nothing to trade. Hospitals, though, doctors and nurses still show up, not because they're getting paid, but because people need help. And that's actually the first hint of something interesting. A lot of people would keep doing their jobs out of habit, duty, or just because they have nothing better to do. But the first 24 hours? Mostly just confusion, some panic, and a whole lot of people refreshing their banking apps. Then, day 2, 3, and 4. Now things are getting serious. Supply chains start breaking down. Trucks stop delivering goods, not because drivers don't want to work, but because the entire system of coordination that money enables just broke. Who tells a truck driver to pick up apples in California and drive them to New York? Usually, someone paying them to do it. Without money as a signal, the whole economy, which is basically just millions of people coordinating through prices, suddenly has no language to speak. Fuel becomes a huge problem. Oil companies don't pump oil for fun. Electricity plants run on contracts and payments. Within a week, some regions start experiencing power outages. But humans are also incredibly adaptable. Neighborhood communities start forming almost immediately. People trade skills. I'll fix your roof if you help me grow food. Barter systems pop up everywhere. It's messy and inefficient, but it works on a small scale. Your neighbor, who was a total stranger, suddenly your best friend because he has a generator. Governments try to step in, announcing rationing systems, broadcasting on emergency radio, deploying the military to protect infrastructure. Whether they succeed? That depends a lot on the country. Now you're probably wondering, who survives best? Here's where it gets really interesting. The people who thrive in a world without money are not the billionaires. Jeff Bezos with $1 trillion? Worthless. A piece of paper can't feed you. The people who do best are people with real, tangible skills. Farmers, doctors, mechanics, carpenters. People who know how to grow food, fix things, heal people, and build shelter. Suddenly, the surgeon and the vegetable farmer are the most powerful people in the room. Rural communities actually do better than big cities, at least initially. Cities are incredibly dependent on constant supply chains. A city of 10 million people has maybe 3 days of food at any given moment. Rural areas can at least grow things. Big corporations essentially evaporate overnight. What is Amazon without money? Just a bunch of warehouses. What is a bank? A building with a lot of servers and very confused employees. Meanwhile, small, tight-knit communities, think remote villages, small towns, farming cooperatives, they already have the social trust and the skills to reorganize quickly. The big question is, what replaces money? Money isn't really a thing. It's an idea. It's a shared agreement that this piece of paper, or this number on a screen, is worth something. That's it. The paper itself is worthless. The agreement is everything. So if money disappears, what fills the gap? Option 1. Barter. Trading goods directly. You give me eggs, I give you bread. Simple, but deeply inefficient. What if I need a dentist, but the dentist doesn't need eggs? This is why money was invented in the first place. Barter breaks down fast. Option 2. New forms of currency. Historically, when money collapses, people find substitutes immediately. Cigarettes in POW camps, bottle caps in post-apocalyptic fiction, but also in real-life hyperinflation scenarios. Coffee, chocolate, useful tools, Anything with consistent value and easy portability becomes a de facto currency. Option 3. A reputation economy. Some theorists actually think this is where humanity could eventually end up. A world where your contribution to the community, how much you help, create, share, is tracked and rewarded socially, not financially. Think of it like a karma system, but for real life. Option 4. A gift economy. Some small societies actually function like this. You give what you can, you take what you need, and social pressure keeps everyone from being a freeloader. It works beautifully at small scales. At a global scale of 8 billion people? Probably not. But would this actually be bad? In the short term? Absolute disaster. We're talking about crisis, political instability, infrastructure collapse. Billions of people depend on money to coordinate the delivery of food, medicine, and basic services. You can't just unplug that overnight. But here's the weird thing. In the long run, it depends entirely on what we build after. Right now, money is responsible for both incredible things, like funding scientific research, building hospitals, connecting the world, and also terrible things, like entire countries starving while others throw food away, like people dying because they can't afford medicine. Money is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used well or badly. If the disappearance of money somehow forced humanity to reorganize around real human needs, food, health, community, creativity, some economists and philosophers argue we might end up somewhere better. Not easily, not quickly, but eventually. Of course, history also suggests we'd probably just reinvent money within about 2 weeks, because it's really useful. So, what if money disappeared? Short answer: chaos, then adaptation, then probably some new form of money. Long answer: it would expose exactly how much of our world is built on shared stories and agreements, and how quickly those stories can fall apart and be rebuilt. The real takeaway? Money isn't magic, it's a technology. And like all technologies, it's worth occasionally asking, is this still the best tool for the job? That's a question a lot of economists, philosophers, and, increasingly, regular people are starting to ask. If you found this interesting, hit that red button, it helps a lot. And one more thing,